I'm a snowboarder.
In year 3 of the OIC's Learn to Ski and Snowboard program, essentially in its basic form, we're getting underrepresented communities outside with a foundation and a developmental program of skiing and snowboard instruction and how that plays into social, emotional development in life.
We are out here at Seven Springs today, taking a group of our students skiing and snowboarding, some for the very first time. We operate across 2 resorts, Hidden Valley and Seven Springs. Some students have been with us all 3 years and are starting to progress on the Black Diamonds, the terrain park, and some are just learning for their very first time.
My name is Naya. My name is Jamie, and this is my first year. It's just like the way we evolved, because like at first I didn't even I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know snowboarding was a thing. And then I'm finally going on cliffs and like all of that. So I think it's like,
Each student operates and is paired with a volunteer to go skiing and snowboarding and learn alongside each other. It's a great way to connect, to enjoy being outdoors in the winter, and sort of expand our scope beyond the city of Pittsburgh.
Yes, round of applause, everybody.
They've definitely progressed from obviously being a beginner skier or boarder, not knowing, how to put on the boots, all the way to skiing or boarding down the mountains. That has been awesome, but it has also been really cool to see how they've grown as people over the past few years.
It also vastly builds their resilience. It builds character. When they fall down and get right back up, they do the same in life, and it's really incredible to see a student progress from falling down, maybe being really frustrated, to smiling and feeling confident on the lift and coming down on a chair. Watching that progression, I feel like is just a metaphor for their life skills and the type of skills they build while enjoying the outdoors.
Cohort base, so each year we're bringing in another cohort and sustaining the ones that are over previous years. So 8 to 10 students each year, ranging from ages 11 to 20, 21, 22, and they stay together cohort-based models. So what we're hoping to do is to keep that group together, let them gel, and then continue to learn from educators and community members that have been in the program for years, at this point 2 additional years. So we've got cohort 1 that's been gripping and ripping, educating their friends and continuing to pay it forward in a model that I think is most sustainable. So.
We will run 5 program days throughout the winter, 2 of them at Hidden Valley and 3 at Seven Springs.
We take a bus every Sunday evening up here, meet with the resort staff. They give a little introduction about what they do at the resort, possible career options for the future for our students.
Whether that's from the ticketing office, from snowmaking, the ski and ride school, or the rental office, our students are able to get a little bit more exposure into what it would be like to have a career, in high school, college after, in the snow sports industry.
Then we get all geared up in our soft goods, our skis and snowboards, and head on onto snow with certified instructors from Vail.
My favorite part and my best part, I would say going down the hills and doing my toe edge and my heel edge. Something that I learned in my first year.
when I first started, I actually did not know what I was doing, but now I know what I'm doing.
Year one, it felt more like ideation. We were just kind of putting the model out and seeing how sustainable it was going to be. Year two, we kind of developed off of that, really kind of putting our trajectory into year three, which is where we are today. The growth that we've seen is really a model of community members buying into snow sports, and both professionally and recreationally, and really seeing themselves in the industry. We've got 2 students that are like, oh, I'm ready to be an instructor next year. And they're at the perfect age, 16 now, 17 next year. What we hoped is finally coming full circle, which is exciting. in really putting our youth in positions to win and really trying to understand the barriers for them to be able to experience resort life professionally. You know, is it the transportation piece that we can, as a coalition as a whole, can center ourselves and efforts around to be able to mitigate? Or is there other barriers that we just haven't thought of that still need to be thought of and respected and problem solved around?
It's been awesome to have so many new volunteers join the program this year. Some of them parents of students, some of them friends or just other community members that were looking to make an impact in their community. And they've been such an awesome addition to our program, making connections with the students, learning right alongside them. It's just been really cool to see their growth mirrored with the students.
There's 3 different ways to support socially, sharing the program. Registration and our wait list is not the concern. It's just getting it out into communities that haven't seen or experienced the hope that's kind of in front of them. A lot of community members don't know that the snow sports arena is a space that could be for them. So would love for people to share our content socially. 2 would be donations are always accepted. Programs like this are not free, even though we provide it free, which is the biggest misconception that we sometimes run into is, oh, you're just doing this out of the goodness of your heart, which we are. But there's a financial toll that it takes on every organization. So donate if that's of interest. And then 3 would be continue to show and grace the community more broadly. You know, what we're creating and what we're hoping to sustain is a environment at resorts that is welcoming to all, aside from just the students and the community members that we show up and represent with. The hope is that community members feel comfortable coming to a resort on their own and skiing with their family. And I think my presence and the 50 or 60 community members we bring is really powerful, but it should be a method that trickles down to where anyone that goes to a resort feels the same level of love and compassion that we experience collectively. So participate and kind of spread that joy and excitement in a model and in a fashion that seems best fit for community members individually. So
My best part, my favorite, was like me actually learning how to snowboard good. Just like today, I was able to do a L toe turn. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, that's it really.
Working with these students and volunteers is an absolute privilege. Our kids are so incredibly funny, joyful. I love being around them, and the volunteers are truly passionate pillars of their community who are just really excited to connect with our students. So it's an absolute pleasure to be here every Sunday.